Hello and welcome to a vlog thingy. First I thought I'd show you this is what my old workstation looked like. This is what it currently looks like, except slightly different and without the laptop in the corner and some, you know what, shut up. This is my dog. This is my bike. This is the bike that broke around my leg. Speaking of my recovery, it's going well, but I try not to think about it too much because it is difficult knowing that things will never be the same. Like it, no matter how well it heals, it won't quite be the same, and the guy that hit me can't really afford to pay, so even if we win the court case, that's not going to do much. Also, I just exited Fraps because I just noticed that was on, and warning graphic, that's my leg. Yeah, this was a week and a half just after that happened. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of funny. They put a splint on and then cut a hole in it over the puncture wound, and then they never changed the bandages, which is why it got really infected and it was horrible and stuff. YouTube, yes, YouTube. I am not quite coming back. This is my page, by the way. It might look familiar. I will try to, but at the same time, I will be quite a bit sporadic with making videos for a while. And that's because I've been working on schoolwork and programming. I'm still a bit behind on the school, but I think I'll be okay, except for that I'll have to delay my education a bit because of that injury, which sucks, because I lost classes. Additionally, I specifically want to mention this playlist here, this In a Nutshell playlist. These are videos that are somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute. Well, I think, that's a minute and a second. This one's a minute and 19 seconds. Basically, videos that are around a minute that basically are this game in a nutshell. The most recent one I did was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because I was playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and I happened to record something that I thought was appropriate. There's also Star Made one, which I'm not as proud of. The Little Inferno one I really like. The Kerbal Space Program I really like. The Damned I kinda like. It's kind of funny how some videos you end up liking a lot or not liking. Anyhow, there is a Kerbal Space Program series that I'd like to start using a bunch of mods. This is a list of mods that I'm going to use. There will be a link to it in the description. Also, you can look right here on the video. You see that this is an actual link. This isn't on my local computer. I'm already running on 3 gigs of RAM with this list, so I don't think I should use more, or I should cut some out to use more. But if you'd like to recommend anything, let me know. This is my current list, and I'm going to get started on that fairly soon. Other stuff to mention, don't forget I have a Minecraft server. I haven't been on much, but I will. The website needs to be updated. Here's the current map. Here's our city that we've been building. It even comes with a metro station now. Of course, the metro station is just one station, and we haven't built the second one yet, or where the third one's going to be, or any others really. And let me zoom out to show you the whole map. There you go. Look at that. David went just went far out east and never came back. No, I think he came back. I'm not sure actually, but he just went really far out east to explore. I think I need to teleport him back and set up a teleport thing out there. We mostly don't cheat, but we do use some teleports for some things. There's also a giant dirt circle that Amy is building that I need to help her with. There's also a Star Made server. I haven't really announced it, and I haven't played it too much. I'd like to get back to it sometime, but the thing is, what I was really excited about that they added, it turns out they hadn't actually added it yet to the game. There was some stuff they were overhauling with the weapons that I was really excited about, but that didn't work out. Additionally, there's my gravity simulator project, which I mentioned here briefly a few times a long time back. This is as far as it got before I had a lot of trouble with it and kind of basically this is, as you can see, it's a lot more advanced than when I previously showed it. It's got collisions and random generation and orbits and gas giants and asteroids and names for the things and a console and a log, and it's much more advanced, but it kind of started to become terrible to work with. Like it was not fun to program anymore. It was annoying, and so I started working on a a JavaScript engine to rebuild it in. This is an early version of that, which, as you can see, is at first glance looks similar, like, you know, but it's actually really terrible. The way this is running, the way it's working, the way it's generating it's just bad. So let's ignore that. And this is the current thing I'm working on, which is pretty cool. Look, there's like a little mini map which will automatically zoom. Of course, the auto zoom, really I should just set it to zoom for one specific level, that is the main solar system or whatever. And then which, as you can see, it doesn't quite work. But the way it works now is it auto zooms based on a function which isn't quite right, and when something gets flung off into space, obviously it zooms out really far and everything gets really tiny. But it is very cool to have, you know, like a fixed point of view that you can change as the main point of view. I don't know if you can hear that siren in the background. If you can, I apologize. It doesn't have collisions yet either, or colors or names, you know. But this runs really smooth. It runs really well, and I'm going to keep developing it. I'm going to add back in those other features and whatnot. This is a screenshot from an earlier version. I really love this screenshot because this, I don't know about you, but to me this is art. This is beautiful. This was another test with it when I was trying to get it working. This is the engine that it's using, called GenGens, which it's because I basically went engine with J and S at the end, because, you know, JavaScript, and then I was like, oh look, I'll just replace the G with the J and then the E and the GenGens. Oh, it's so brilliant. I'm gonna shut up now. And this is an early version of it that was broken, which is kind of funny. This is the gravity thing, which this is the old code primarily, but if you go to grav.new, that's that shittier version that's new, and then this is the good version in here. Then there's this image. I just wanted to show a couple of these images real fast because, you know, I talked about it before but haven't really gone into much. This is from the view of the gas giant in that earlier simulation I had. And then, so it had a little tiny blue moon, and then it had, you know, there's the sun and the inner planet, and I was just kind of demonstrating how if you know, if your perspective isn't the sun, it's very easy to think that you might be the center of the universe, because everything does look like it's orbiting around you. It's just, like the sun, for instance, looks like it's directly orbiting around you when it's the other way around. And everything else looks like it's doing this weird wibbly-wobbly kind of back-and-forth orbit, which is strange, and it's just kind of cool to look at. It's also cool to look at this, because basically these boxes are highlighting spots where it looks like gravity isn't working right. Because it's like, oh, look, a smooth curve, and then why is it suddenly turning? And, you know, like, it's just kind of funny. But if you actually look at the way the simulations work, it actually makes perfect sense. The reason this was such a smooth curve is because the larger body was pulling the small body out. And then it got to a point where it wasn't pulling it out as well, and it was pulling it back, and then it kind of made this sharp curve and then fell in towards the sun. This is a funny glitch I had where with clearing, where the clearing for everything was offset completely wrong, and was also, well, I drew it white to figure out why it wasn't clearing right, to see where it was clearing, and it was clearing way over there. And this is just a dumb thing where I had errors and I was Googling Doge for some reason. Let's ignore that. No. This is also an earlier version that was just broken, and I'm kind of getting off topic now. Oh yes, this is another thing I'm working on called circles right now. Let me just do 5,000 and refresh the page, and it generates 5,000 circles. And basically this is a dumb little game that I'm working on. That will be like a, I gave it a name, here we go, Circle City Transport Tycoon 2 Alliteration Edition, or CCTTTAA, or Circle Transport Accumulate. I don't know, I just gave it dumb names because reasons. You're supposed to be able to click and drag between 2 points to create a line between them and, like, link them. But this is very early development and is basically just generates circles right now. I need to work on that. There's let's see, that's that. There's also this game which is called Hack. Why am I looking at the commits of it? I don't know. But there's you also saw a flash of that. You hit H and that's Hack, and then there's like I think P? No, not P. F. Oh, see, now it's generating some, And I could F again, and now it's generating more. And it's basically, it's like Cookie Clicker or like other games like that. It's really dumb. Basically, let's see, there's hack, H for hack, which just gives you 1, fake website, F, P, phishing scam, S, SQL injection, B, backdoor. These things don't actually make sense, but they're fun to just play around with a bit, and it's kind of cool that I made this counter that, as you can see, it keeps track of things, and it's so, I just really like the way I made this counter, because the way this counter works is there's actually several loops. Let me show you real fast. There's several intervals, I mean. There's one that goes every second, which is this one, which does the proper calculation. Then there's one that goes 10 times a second that does the calculation and then divides it by 10. Then there's another that goes every hundredth of a second and divides by, 100 for a hundredth of a second. Then there's one that's every millisecond and divides by 1,000 because, it's 1,000th of a second. And so you can get this counter that like, it's less resource intensive than having everything go super fast, but it's also like, you can see the numbers go up faster than having to wait every second to see everything go up, which is kind of cool. There's also some random shit that I've been working on, which is this. I was doing some reviews, and I wanted to do reviews of things just randomly one day, and so I started doing that. And I really should work on that a bit more, but it's kind of on a hiatus. It's not really a priority, obviously. But if I do it, I would like to I would like to do it once a week, but that's not really a thing that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I'm also moving in a month, so that's gonna throw a pretty wrench in everything. This is another thing that I did. This is on Tumblr. Basically, I have a habit of having way too many tabs open in a browser, so I start trying to post links on here to things that I'm interested in, like, for instance, this hard drive clock, which is really cool. Like, that's just really cool. And I'd like one of those. And then there's some command line stuff for 7-zip, which I should learn, because that would be useful, actually. And basically the idea is I can just come on here and click random post, and then, oh, I should watch Wolf Creek. This is a film I wanted to watch, so I put a link to it. Or, that's not a good example. Oh, look, there's the clock that I was just talking about. Here's a list of games on Flatter, which, by the way, I don't know if you noticed on my sites, on my websites, that I have a little Flatter button down here. Oh, look at that, Flatter, because I use that, and no one's ever flattered me. But I mean, to be fair, not many people use it, and so that's a thing. This game here, Love, I need to try that. Well, not so much try... Well, yeah, try it. I don't think I have tried it. I bought it a long time ago, and I never... well, actually, I think it's free, but there's a better, like, HD version or whatever, like Love Plus, I think it's called. That's kind of like how Cave Story Plus, or Cave Story Plus Plus, is it? I don't know. But I need to make a video of that, because that would be cool, and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, but then I added it because I remembered it, and it's cool. This is a cellular automata. I never can quite say that word right. I've kind of given up, and just, yeah. Anyhow, it's cellular automata. It's also using that engine, but it's using an old version of that engine, which is kind of shitty, so I should upgrade that. And that would be cool. There's also a game that I've been designing that is, this is kind of a random math thing that I thought was kind of amusing, that due to the way I was calculating things, I ended up having surface gravity be the exact same thing as the radius on this project. There's also some other images of this, I think. Oh, nope. That would kind of suck if it showed some private videos right there and then I had to cut it out. But yeah, anyhow, there's this design doc I've been working on, and I've posted some images on... Look, I even have a professional-looking businessman to work with, because my friend Tyler has a video, his profile picture of him in a tie, which is cool. And I've been working on this. I'm going to kind of combine it with the gravity simulator, at least as a rudimentary version, so I can practice and get better at programming before I go on to make the main game. But if you want to follow me on the Google Plus thing, you know, so you can see what I'm up to, then it's, you know, my name's Paul Liverman, actually. And this is me. And I might have some privately shared things on here by accident. In which case, that sucks. Oh yeah, have you seen this? Have you seen this? If you haven't seen this, you should go watch this. It's on Ryan's channel, The Solar Gamer. And this is a collaborative video that was done. I'm in it as a voice. It is that video that the Discovery Channel did that was like Earth is Awesome or something like that. And basically, it's a Kerbal Space Program parody. What I was about to mention, you noticed briefly if you were paying attention to the video of the video. This is another little project I did that's just the Tiddly Wiki, which is a wiki wrapped up in an HTML file, is one thing, which is pretty cool, I think. This is Gnomic, which is a game about changing the rules of the game, as described here. And this is another project I have on GitHub, which, you know, I'm linking to all these things that I'm mentioning, so, you know, if you want to check them out. And that's just another thing that I wanted to mention. And, oops, sorry, back to the ugly leg picture, which is bad. I just have that open because I noticed I have some notifications, so I'm going to check those notifications. But basically, that's about it. That's everything I'm up to. And, actually that's not everything I'm up to, because let's go show you. That's the wrong link. Hold on, I can type properly. I also do art, if you didn't know that. Not very good art, but just stuff, nonetheless. I think I have... Now I kind of regret showing this stuff, because it's crap! I'm bad at art. Oops, leg again. Right, well, I'm just gonna go now, because this is probably just this is just rambly now and dumb, and I'm done telling everything I wanted to tell, so, yeah. Thanks for watching, as always. See you in space.